Deux combattantes du top 5 chez les poids mouches féminins s'affrontent cette fin de semaine en finale à l'Apex de l'UFC. The Future, Maycee Barber, effectuera un retour après près de 15 mois d'absence contre Erin Blanchfield. On a le plaisir de s'entretenir avec Maycee. Merci énormément. Comment ça va?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Uh, it's like I said, it's a big clash, big fight for you. But before talking about it, I would like maybe to go back on your journey so far in MMA, if I can, because you're approaching your eighth anniversary as a professional fighter. Tremendous record, 14-2, but you went through it all. Early success, setbacks, overcame them. Great run. So how would you describe your journey so far, your career in MMA?
I always tell people like I grew up in the UFC, I grew up in MMA. Like it's just been my whole life ever since I was young. I mean, I started really young in martial arts and then was on like a fast track. You know, I had four professional fights, got into the contender series, then went to the UFC and then had a tear there. And I've been able to I've been fortunate enough to, as crazy as it sounds, to have injuries, losses, wins, finishes. Like I've had everything, you know, and I feel like it's prepared me very well for what's to come, and that's the belt.
What would you say? The young Macy Barber who started at 20. What if you could talk to her today? What would you tell her?
Honestly, I would just thank her. I would just thank her for continuing to push forward and continuing to have a dream and a goal and just being persistent and thank her for continuously no matter what life has thrown at her, she continued to push through and I'm lucky enough to be sitting here today, you know, in the spot that I'm in and in the position that I am in to be able to chase this dream that I continue to chase.
You've never been shy about your ambition. Um, that's for sure. And but did you change in those 8 years, or how much did you change? I guess you're not the same as today as you were at 20. Very brash, very ambitious, very. You wanted to be a champion so fast, and now it doesn't always go your way. So maybe
Mhm.
you had to adapt at some point.
Yeah, I think that we all change as we get older and just as we get more life experience. And I think that I've gained a lot of life experiences and I've gained a lot of knowledge and everything. And I wouldn't change anything about
Mm.
my ambition, my brashness, my goals, my outspoken dreams. I would never change any of it. And if anything, like I would continue to do that. And that's just what makes me me. And I'm very proud that that's the person I am.
With your experience that you've had in the last years, how do you foresee the future now, and how much are you improved in those 8 years?
I feel like I've improved. I have improved a ton. I've matured a ton. And I just think it's gonna go to my advantage in every fight. You know, I think everyone's gonna see a continue to see a more mature fighter in me and in all my fights.
Okay, talking about your fight against Blanchfield this weekend. Uh, I can't wait to see you back because it's been so long. It's almost 15 months since you've been in the octagon. We all know about your health issues. Is it behind you? How are you feeling?
Mhm. I'm feeling great. Health issues, I mean, we never got an answer as to what it was. I think it continues to be something that I'm always going to continue to chase and be like, all right, so what, you know, what was it, or what are the things? Because for me as an athlete, like I want to be the best in the world, and I have to continue to chase that, and I have to continue to work constantly to make sure that I'm at the top of my game, and I'm at the top of my health and everything. And so, it's not necessarily over ever, but for me, you know, I'm healthy now, and I've been training hard, and I'm more than prepared.
It's what kind of symptoms did you have? So, because I read about this virus, I thought you had the Epstein-Barr virus. They said it can cause mononucleosis. So, were you like tired or something and you couldn't train properly? Was that it?
Yeah, I mean, I had a bunch of different symptoms from repeat infections, tired, couldn't train. Like I literally couldn't train 5 minutes without being exhausted. All of my lab work came back like way out of way out of the charts. There's just a lot of things that were contributing. And one of the main things is that every time I would train or every time I would feel good, I would get a really bad infection, whether it was staph, whether it was just some sort of infection, and my body had no ability to fight it. And so obviously those things can get worse. You know, you get staph and you get it in your bloodstream, and like it can be really bad. So um those are the things that, you know, we continue to battle for a while actually. But in the hospital, I mean, a lot of people know a lot of the symptoms that I had. You know, I had no oxygen, I couldn't breathe, I couldn't walk, I was in a lot of pain. My fevers were 105, 106. Like I was in a bad state of health, and so I'm very thankful and very blessed to be back in good health and where I am right now.
How was your training camp?
It was great. I don't think anyone ever has like a perfect training camp. I think that there's perfect training camps where I've had performances where I don't love them, and I've had bad training camps where I go out and I have an amazing performance. So, camp is just a continuation of the training that I've done. You know, I never just train one time and then don't train. You know, I'm constantly training and I'm constantly getting better. But overall, camp was camp. Camp was us getting better and evolving into the best version of myself and just sharpening the tools.
But with all that we've talked about with the health issues and stuff, and the fact that it's your first main event, first 5 round fight, is that a concern for you? Because we all know
Not at all.
it's
Nope,
gonna
not at
you're
all.
gonna have to be in the complete in top shape for going 25 minutes, right?
Yeah, you have to be in top shape, but also everyone has seen my fights and everyone knows that as fight goes on, I get better. So my best rounds are the later rounds, and I've always wanted a 5 round fight. So that is not going to be a problem at all, and I'll be more than ready.
Is that exciting to be main eventing this one?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is first main event. I mean, I definitely wish that my first main event was back when I was scheduled to fight Rose here in Denver, because that's, you know, home. That's where I wanted to be. And I definitely wanted to be able to make my main event debut here in Denver, Colorado, where I got to make my UFC debut. But Vegas is a second home to me, and so I'm excited for that as well.
And the opponent is going to be a tough one. It's a clash between two complete fighters, two young fighters as well. Very similar records. What can make the difference this weekend in your mind?
I think you have a complete fighter and a one-dimensional fighter. I think that she doesn't have evolved striking, and I don't think that she is a complete fighter. Um, so that's going to play to my advantage. I'm the more mature fighter, and the I'm overall the better fighter.
I stand corrected. Where will that put you in the the title picture? Because this division is very interesting after what happened in Montreal a few weeks back as well. So, how do you see the division?
Honestly, I think that a win over Aaron, and when I win and get a finish, then I will be solidified for the next in line for the belt. I know that there's a lot of other girls also in the division, but I think that I definitely have earned my spot.
You're looking for a 7th win in a row. Can't wait to see this one this weekend at the Apex. Maycee, thank you very much and best of luck.
Thank you.
Alors, avec Maycee Barber, on a fait un petit retour en arrière sur son parcours à l'UFC. Elle qui a commencé sa carrière dans l'organisation à 20 ans seulement. Elle était très jeune. Elle a carrément grandi au sein de la plus grande organisation d'arts martiaux mixtes au monde, mais elle ne changerait rien. Elle a connu énormément de succès, quelques échecs également, de graves blessures, mais elle dit que tout ça, ça lui a vraiment permis de grandir et de faire en sorte qu'elle cogne aujourd'hui à la porte d'un combat de championnat potentiel à 125 livres. Elle ne veut pas non plus changer sa façon d'être dans le futur. On le sait qu'elle est très confiante, très ambitieuse. Elle n'a pas peur de dire ce qu'elle pense. Ça frôle parfois l'arrogance, mais c'est ce qui fait en sorte que Maycee Barber est ce qu'elle est et qu'elle connaît du succès dans l'octogone depuis le début de sa carrière. Elle a eu énormément de problèmes de santé au cours des derniers mois, par contre, Maycee Barber. Je le disais, 15 mois d'absence. Virus un peu nébuleux. On n'a pas vraiment mis le doigt dessus, là, selon elle. On continue d'investiguer, mais les symptômes qu'elle ressentait, c'est fatigue extrême. Elle pouvait pratiquement pas s'entraîner. Et lorsqu'elle parvenait à faire une séance d'entraînement, ben, elle attrapait des infections à répétition qui l'envoyaient à l'hôpital. Énorme fièvre. Problèmes sanguins également, manque d'oxygène. Bref, elle dit qu'elle était dans un piteux état. Avec des antibiotiques, elle est capable elle a retrouvé du poil de la bête, ce qui lui a permis de connaître un bon camp. Et elle aura besoin d'un bon camp d'entraînement parce que ce sera cette fin de semaine contre Erin Blanchfield, son premier combat de 5 rounds, première finale. Elle est très honorée de finalement être en finale d'un gala de l'UFC, Maycee Barber. Ça devait avoir lieu il y a quelques mois, en juillet. Elle a dû annuler ça en raison de ce fameux virus. Denver, c'est sa maison. C'est sûr que c'est un rendez-vous manqué. Ça sera dans l'intimité de l'Apex cette fin de semaine. Elle estime qu'elle est beaucoup plus mature qu'auparavant. Toutes ces épreuves-là et toute son expérience acquise font d'elle une combattante beaucoup plus mature, beaucoup plus intelligente dans l'octogone, consciente de ce qu'il faut pour gagner les gros combats. Elle est confiante d'ailleurs, Maycee Barber, pour cette fin de semaine. Elle considère qu'elle a beaucoup plus d'outils qu'Erin Blanchfield dans son sac. Elle dit que Blanchfield, c'est une combattante unidimensionnelle, simplement bonne au sol, mais qu'au niveau du combat debout, elle n'est pas de calibre. Quand on vous disait que Barber était confiante, parfois arrogante, vous en avez eu un exemple. Bref, combat important, crucial chez les poids mouches féminins. Est-ce que Maycee Barber pourra aller chercher une 7e victoire de suite? Mais ce sera à voir ce samedi, 19h, sur les ondes de TVA Sports 2.